3, the third and final round. So we are going to try and get something out of this week, given the full overland experience has gone. And River was a little bit too much for the boss, so we're back here at Lake St Clair. It's the third time in a week. Plan is get the ferry up to Narcissus and then hike into Pine Valley. It is Thursday, 10th of December now, and now try to get 2-3 nights and then get our original ferry back out on whatever it was, Saturday or Sunday, coming day. So that's the plan. We'll see how far we get today.
Go ahead. I just would like to confirm booking for tomorrow morning for RTF 2 Blakely, 9:45 p.m.
The jetty.
He looks a bit scruffy, doesn't he? I'll just have to get near that door. But yeah, that's good. I got the man there with the rope, he can lasso it on.
Oh, now we're underway. Standing room only on the jetty there for all the overlanders heading back out. First time we've headed back in. About 1 o'clock. Doesn't take much to warm up. Only done a K and a bit from Narcissus. It's quite warm already. So here we are at the swing bridge. Maximum one person at a time. So we had a good chat there with the rangers, the track rangers at Narcissus. Looks like we're going to have a few extra people who didn't phone ahead for Pine Valley if we reach Pine Valley tonight. Right, my turn. There we go. It's always fun, this bridge. River's very calm at the moment compared to past editions where we've seen this is absolutely raging torrent. It's surprising given the amount of rain we've had. From the bridge, we can kind of see where we're heading. So the Acropolis is that large peak just behind that trees on the right, and we're kind of somewhere valley floor, but to the left of that. Quite quick going from here to the Pine Valley Track junction. The story is this tree trunk could tell. I remember this from our last hike. What a monster. First encounter with an overlander on his way out, and the quizzical looks. Where are you going? Here we are at the truck junction. Valley. How do I? 20 past 3. So we're going to see how far we get to Pine Valley. So the car sickness tablets are starting to kick in for Kel, so we'll see. Should be only a couple of hours. Just take our time and see where we end up. New track, never been on this one before. Oh, what have we got here? Not more than 100 or so metres along. A swing bridge. One person at a time. This way, unlike the one at Narcissus. Oh. Oh, look at that. Look how clear it is. Whoa. That is amazing. Crystal clear, pure. Imagine how many platypus are in here. Beautiful. Oh. Note to self, so about 350 metres past that bridge. A little camping section here, if you need. Pretty easy going here, first half a k to a k, so you're going through these, the odd bit of board, through to a rocky path. It's good going. Views that we have never seen before, which is amazing. Looking up towards Duquesne Ridge, Duquesne Gap over there. Sounds like we've got another river crossing coming up here. Oh yeah, here we go. Gee, look at this bridge. It's pretty fancy. Ah.
Must have been an old track.
Been a bit hairy.
Yeah.
It's quite some engineering, given the location we're in. Got here, Overland Track, Pine Valley. Not really anywhere else to go.
So we might go this way.
Yeah. This is an amazing track. We're just following these creeks up. What a cracker. Flat, maybe gently uphill, but then you get these sections of flat or board.
The ferry's still here.
You've got to remember to stop and take it all in. It's just an amazing walk. Whether it's the creek, the waterfalls, the currawongs, it's just spectacular. Probably said it 1,000 times already, what a cracker of a walk this is. We're about halfway in, about 1.8k by my count. Oh, what have we got here? Track junction. Another, oh, look at that one. Another suspension bridge. This is number, I don't know, 2, 3 bridges that we've crossed. It's like Montezuma Falls kind of bridge. Look at that sway. Oh, I can feel it. Well, the engineering in some of these bridges is just something to behold. Well done, National Parks. So by my reckoning, this is about 2k from Pine Valley Track Junction. Don't look down. Oh yeah, make sure you do look down. Jesus. Oh. Hey. Jesus. Oh. That's a cracker of a bridge. This final few hundred metres are amazing. It's all on flat boardwalk. Just had some fellow hikers tell us that there was a platypus on the banks there. It does get very tree rooty, very precarious. We had one slip there in the mud. So lots of mossy, careful steps you got to make, but once you're on this boardwalk, jeez, home and host. Gee, that creek is inviting. Oh, look at this. It's almost too decadent. Voices, Pine Valley Hut. This way. What a magic end to the walk. Ah, there it is. Pine Valley. G'day. So car sickness tablets have pretty much exhausted Gal, so we made a decision about 400 or 500 metres to go that I'd go on, drop my pack off and then come back. And I'll take her pack, which is low on energy. So these boardwalks, fish, thank you. Nicely timed. This is absolute magical place, this little fine little valley here. Otherworldly. Alright, we have wifey's pack on my back and wifey crawling along out of energy. I need to have a rethink about packs because this Osprey 75 litre Very comfortable. Even with a ridiculous amount of weight in it. Feels lighter than my pack. Here she comes. She's the very definition of the ever-ready bunny that has run out of battery power. The end of a long day. Pine Valley Hut. We're here. We are here. We are here. The hut just jumps out here from the bush. Can you see that sign? We're just about to call it quits for the day. Tent set up, just had dinner. It's a cosy little campsite this. Must be a dozen people here. Feeling better? Big day. So start off what would be day 6 of our overland, or day 2 of our alternate trip to Pine Valley. So we had it was very brisk last night, pretty restless kind of night's sleep, but beautiful sunlight makes such a difference. Let's go take a quick peek around Pine Valley Hut. This is what you're greeted with. So we are only 20 metres away and you cannot see it. So it just kind of bang, pops out of nowhere. But you know, when you're walking in on that superhighway boardwalk, that the hut is very close. So the hut itself, little dog box kind of arrangement. Here it is. Here, so we got really only 3 kind of platforms. Main hut, and then Dunnies and helipad that way. So look at the hut first. It's all cosy kind of config. There we go. So we've got a little ranger quarters here. Some cosy in there. And then COVID, maximum 10 people. There's probably a few more in here last night, I reckon. Big bench seat, fire, that was going on last night, that was beautiful. And then the dog box, kind of sleeping. So I noticed last night we had maybe about 10. This one was all empty. It's kind of big enough but cosy enough. And we need to hang our food. It's home to some cheeky mice. Store your food securely in packs. There you go, so that's Pine Valley Hut. Nice big deck here under cover. There your water tanks and grease trap. Have a look at the platforms. So this is the one that we are on. Couple platforms here. We had company last night, and then the other Dunny's up there, but around here, just as you walk in towards the hut, there's a little offshoot track. It just takes you up to the other set of platforms. One, two, three. So this is a big one here. Single. And there well, there's a few camping spots down by the river. And over here's your toilet set up. And then down here, this is where the helipad is. Oh, sunlight. Hello. Wow, look at these peaks. I think that's Mount Gould. I'll get out our maps later. There you go, that's Pine Valley hut setup. It's quite unique in that it's such enclosed kind of in the bush. Noticed that last night we didn't get in till it's probably 6ish. Still light, but it's just with all those trees, it's rather, it's not gloomy or it's just, a lot darker than it is kind of out here. Beautiful spot, and what a walk in, just amazing. The plan for us today, just have a cruisy one. Get out a bit of a fall in the mud coming in yesterday because she was so tired and with the car sickness tablets, so we'll just cruise on up to, I think it's called Sisyphus Falls. It's only a 20-minute round trip, and just cruise around. We go down the river, look for some platypus. It's a good spot just to do nothing. We'll save Labyrinth and Acropolis for another day. .30. Very cruisy morning. Had a lovely chat with one of the track rangers. So we're just going to go down to these waterfalls. Apparently only 10-15 minutes on the way to the Acropolis. Absolutely breathless wind day today, so it probably would have been a good day to get up to Labyrinth or Acropolis. Quite a change from the ferocity that we were hit with just a few days ago. And here we are at the falls. Wow. It's hard to get a full clear view of it, but you can see enough. Been a pretty cruisy afternoon. We just had a natter nap. We're the only ones here at the moment. Got Pine Valley all to ourselves. A few people coming and going, moving through, camping up at the Labyrinth. It's nice just having the whole campsite to yourself. Just stuffing around, adjusting packs, having snacks. Speaking of which, more snack time. Wake up, sleepyhead. Seven o'clock, and we had the whole hut to ourselves last night. You slept so well, you scared the possums off, mate. Rightio, 9 AM on what would be day 7 of our overland, or day 3 of our Pine Valley trip. So, done a quick clean out. See you next time. And pretty much had the whole place to ourselves this morning. Young couple who set off a while ago, so it's been good cruising. Back to the track junction with the Overland for lunch. Away we go. Absolutely perfect day. Dead calm, not a cloud in the sky. It's cool. Thermals up top, nothing down the bottom. Cracking day. Making good progress here. We're already back at that bridge, so it's about 2k covered. It's warming up. Oh. Not really that high, but it's got quite a bounce to it, that one. I like the old bridge better than the new bridge. The mozzies are bad here. Here we are back at the Overland Track junction. Woohoo! Feeding time at the zoo. We are, it's a hot one. So that took us 2 hours 15. A couple of quick stops, but that's pretty good going. 2:15. Took us an hour 40 to get to here a couple of days ago. We won't worry about how long it took to actually get in, but
Safety.
2:15 on the way out. We've got a smorgasbord of food on option here. Nuts, M&Ms, jelly beans, electrolytes, muesli bar.
M&M's.
Corner shop, mate.
It's like a picnic.
We are now actually back on schedule for our overland schedule, which would have seen us this day, this time, on this part of the track. So at least we get to do just the final 4K of the actual overland track today. Better than nothing. Overland track passes getting used on the overland track. Very much one extreme to the other to start and end the week, from the incredible wind and snow on day one to today, where we're now hopping from shadow to shadow. It's so hot. I know it's running stream water, so it'll probably be pretty safe, but better safe than sorry. So we'll pump it, indicator line, and now we're zapping it with the steri pen. And then when this is done in a minute, I'll stick in a micro pure tablet, and then we'll just let it sit for half hour before we drink from it. Well and truly kill every single little dirty bug. It's a bit of a bittersweet kind of feeling now that we're coming to the end of our overland track week, and we haven't really done the overland. Still, we've had a few good experiences. Just here on the swing bridge at Narcissus River. It was good to experience that rough weather at Cradle. We did some of Arm River, and we got in a good few days at Pine Valley, so you got to look half glass full. Some bad, but some good stuff as well out of this week.
That heat brutal.
Narcissus hut.
Looks like the only one's here.
That water looks nice.
It does. Need the heat, need that truck.
So we missed out on our swim at Lake Windermere, so next best is here at the jetty. And it looks mighty cold, although today's a stinker. There's only one way for it, just get into it. Ready? Oh shit, oh shit! I'm alive. Oh, they're so cold, it takes the breath away. But what the hell? Jesus. Now I'm alive. Ah! Ferry base, this is Narcissus hut. Yeah, just confirming the booking for the 1 PM ferry today in the night. Master's Hut. It's a hive of activity this morning, so we've had a very cruisy morning, pretty much to ourselves, and then whack! 15, 20 odd people turn up. So it's a good spot. Come here and just veg out for half a day if you got the time. No better place than just to sit and do nothing. So you never know who you're going to meet out in the Tasmanian wilderness.
Big shout out to Sam and Charles.
Nice to meet you both, Sam and Charles. Glad you liked some of our videos and hope you enjoyed your Overland Track hike.
It was lovely to meet you both.
Here comes our lazy ride out of the wilderness, the St Clair. No Overlander burger for us this week. We haven't earned it. So. Anyway, the week that wasn't one that we had planned. It didn't work out the way we had hoped it would.
No.
What we'd planned for, but them's the breaks in the Tassie wilderness. You know, sometimes shit just happens and you need to pull things or replan. So, in a way, we've kind of
Learn from it.
yeah, good experience in that brutal weather at Cradle. We had exposure to Arm River Track.
Yeah.
It's opened up another avenue. And we've had a good few days here up at Pine Valley. So
Beautiful place.
again, half glass full. We got some, but we also lost some. So it's kind of win-win. So yeah, quite a week.
So if you like what you saw on this little hike, please give us a thumbs up, subscribe and give us a comment. Till then, we'll see you again later.
Right,
Bye.
see you out in the trail next time. See you later.